Hello and welcome to another episode of the FF Talk, where football is life and life is football. How are you guys doing? I'm doing alright. It's been a roller coaster of a week, man. Last post was about game week, I don't know, was it 15? Then we had to go through game week 16. What a roller coaster of a ride in the Premier League. It's just been drama, absolute drama, left and right, right and center. Look, I'm gonna just jump right into it. Okay, so Villa is buzzing. That's the word on the street. Man City, they're being tested right now. I don't know what's going on down there, but Manchester United, inconsistent. Chelsea, I'm calling them the Chelsea Football Academy team right now. Liverpool staying up top. Arsenal, playing good football, but it's been interesting. But let's jump right into it. Aston Villa. It's quite amazing what's going on down there. Shout out to Unai. Okay, shout out to Unai. He's doing a great job as a manager. He's doing absolutely phenomenal stuff. He's the magician right now in the Premier League. I did predict that Villa were going to get that win against Arsenal, but I didn't know it was going to be in that fashion. Like, especially the way they had played midweek going into the weekend. But quick recap about that, man. So my predictions previously before the previous game, this is game week 16, games were Luton versus Arsenal, Villa versus Man City, Manchester United versus Chelsea, Tottenham, West Ham, right? I had predicted that Luton were going to win. No, sorry, not Luton were going to win. It was Luton was going to draw Arsenal, and I was so close because I remember now. Yeah, it was the 96th minute. I was already buzzing, like, yeah, Luton they're already doing the job, and come to see Declan Rice with a last minute goal. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is that factor I'm talking about that Arsenal have right now, that they can just go in and just get games and just do what they gotta do to get those wins. Hey, they did what they had to do. It was a very good game. Luton have tried, man. Shout out to Luton. They've impressed me in this league. Like, playing Arsenal and going into the City game the following couple of days, man. They should hold their heads up high. So if you're a Luton fan, big ups to you. Villa Man City, absolute shocker. Oh, shocked me, but I was shocked. How many shots did Man City have? Just 2? And I remember those. It was literally Haaland's threat on Martinez, when Martinez literally saved the ball twice, and that was it. I'm like, what the heck? It's like an improved Villa totally. They weren't afraid. They went in. Shouts out to Watkins. Shouts out to the guy at the back, Carlos, and Eric Bailly. Oh my gosh, I say Eric, forgive me, man. Leon Bailey. I say Eric Bailly, I don't know, I mix it up. Leon Bailey. Oh my gosh, the Jamaican. He bumbleclapped the whole defense, man. Whew, roughing wicked dribbles. Forgive my accent, but he was unbelievable. And bringing that finesse and skill into the next game against Arsenal too. Oh my gosh, man. Hats off to Aston Villa right now. So yeah, Manchester United and Chelsea. My predictions about that one, no, spot on. Chelsea were flat. There's nothing to even talk about. Became blazing. McTom, rap. Tottenham, West Ham. That was a shocker, man. I thought Angeball was gonna keep on rolling for that game, but it didn't. But anyways, that was that week. But fast forward to the standout performers, especially looking at the game week 16 that just unfolded. My focus were going to be Manchester United, Bournemouth, Villa, Arsenal, Luton, Man City, and Tottenham, Newcastle. Now, Manchester United and Bournemouth, I don't know, man. Eric Ten Hag just needs to figure out what's going on, because that was woeful. That was unacceptable. I believe Bournemouth just broke. They just keep breaking records, like just chopping our necks off one by one. Like, what the heck? It's. Let's not even call it Manchester United right now. Let's call it Ten Hag United, because we are not playing a Manchester United football. I'm not just gonna keep on bickering about this. We got Bayern Munich, which is my club as well. I support them as well. We've seen some jerseys update on next video. In the Champions League, and that's a must win. Provided the other teams do what they have to help us out too. Bayern lost during the weekend, so they're coming guns blazing. I mean, they're coming guns blazing in the Champions League. People saying they might rest the big players, but after that kind of defeat, I don't see it. The way they lost over the weekend in the Bundesliga, it's gonna be a big game. So looking forward to that. Manchester United, just gotta do what you gotta do. Villa again, Villa Arsenal, top quality game. The man again, I mentioned Leon Bailey, the Jamaican. Rastafari doing his thing. That dribble of Shevchenko, whew, that was wicked, mate. Absolutely wicked stuff, mate. He's got skill, he's got pace, he's got everything you need on a winger. I'm looking forward to him and hopefully seeing more of Villa. But Villa, I mean, funny story is, I think there was a conversation between the NBC Sports crew, and they had a question to Sir Alex Ferguson about, after the opening game, who do you reckon to be watching in this season? And he called him out. It was Villa, provided Villa lost that game. But Saf, being Saf, knew he's seen quality. And fast forward to today, I mean, the things Villa are doing right now, they are the standout performers of the weekend. The only thing for me is, now, are they top 4 contenders? Are they tied to contenders? I think it's time to start taking them seriously. But they have, just like the whole scenario of European games coming up, I don't want to jinx anything. It's football. Anything can happen. I do see them finishing top 4, top 6. But it's just a breath of fresh air to watch. From the defense, the way they play from the back forward, oh my gosh, they're so good. But yeah, fast forward to, what's it called? The team, the Noisy Makers. I think PEP is feeling the heat right now. Yes, they got their win against Luton, cool. But that heat is up. The heat is really up on Mr. PEP. Coming out saying, oh yeah, but as of right now, during last week, the team, I feel, is gonna win the Premier League. But now all of a sudden it's giving some funny comments about, it's as if, if Man City doesn't win, oh, it's a bad thing. Mate, you didn't know before. You're coming out rumbling about, oh, we're gonna win the league. This Man City faced challenges before, we're gonna win the league. The guy is feeling the heat, man, properly, and it's good, and it shakes things up in the Premier League. I'm looking to see how the transfer window in January is gonna look up. Who they're gonna sign? I mean, but I don't care, man. At the end of the day, everybody there is trying to get to the top, right? You got the Liverpools, you got the Arsenals, name it. But don't come out saying you're gonna win the league, mate. Like, just humble yourself and let's see how things roll up. But that's closing the chapter for Man City. Tottenham, man, I'm really pissed about that guy Pep's comment, man. But anyways, Tottenham, Newcastle. Tottenham did what they had to do. Angeball is back again. I mean, they had the midweek upset, but absolute baller. Richarlison did what he had to do. So Newcastle, I'm feeling for them. They got a big game, Champions League, this coming week against my other team, AC Milan, which will be up there on the next recap. So it's going to be a good test. It's going to be a big test in the Champions League this coming week. Looking forward to the games. A lot of Premier League drama going on right now. So let's stay tuned to see how things unfold for each of these teams I mentioned. As I said, last but not the least, Chelsea. I do not know. They're mid-table club right now. Just accept it, because it's a football academy team, man. If James is back, he gets injured. I mean, might as well change his position from a right back to a be right back kind of guy. What the heck, man, you know? I don't understand. There is no consistency with Chelsea. Is just a write-off right now, so I'm not even gonna waste my saliva. I actually need a drink for that. Yeah, but anyways, who else is there? Liverpool doing great, doing really great. Klopp, managerial tactics, absolute phenomenal. That game against Crystal Palace, VAR had their own incidents, blah blah blah. But tactical genius from Klopp, man. I'm loving his substitutions. I'm loving the way he's managing his team. Comes with experience, comes with his relationship with his players. He understands these guys. So it's a good watch. No predictions yet. I will be bringing my predictions for the next game week for the Premier League. And that will be after the Champions League wrap up of the week. So stay tuned for that, guys. But yeah, those are my perspective. I was just really upset about that man Pep just talking all this kind of stuff. He's feeling the heat now. He's coming about saying, oh, if Manchester United and all these Liverpool, all these clubs, it's normal for them if they don't win anything, but for Man City, if they don't win, it's, man, shut up, man. Like, just humble yourself. Once you humble yourself, you will know how to approach these things, all right? I hope Haaland gets back. I hope Kevin De Bruyne gets back. I hope Rodri stays consistently for you guys. And let's have a real champion Premier League competition. And I reckon Man City might not win the league this season. And yeah, that's a big call, isn't it? Yeah, Man City might not win the league. I didn't say will not win the league, but might not win the league, because it's football. Stuff happens.